Bitcoin is selling off and it's taking all the cryptocurrencies with it. What's going on, guys? Johnny here. And if you didn't catch our morning live day trading session with our Learn to Earn team, then definitely go back and watch that, as it is 100% free to watch and participate if you feel like doing so in the future. So this morning we noticed that Bitcoin was at a low and it was pushing up very nicely from 91,000 back to that $93,000 200-day moving average. Now, Bitcoin has been selling off, as you can see, each time. Well, initially it started as it pushed below this green moving average. Once it started that, it started showing indications of it being bearish, each time trying to pass over that 200-day moving average and getting rejected. Tried again here, got rejected. Tried again here this morning and got rejected. Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been very bullish for quite some time and is now starting to curl over. Now we are able to take advantage of this by understanding previous patterns and highs and lows or resistance levels, and I explained all that to you if you're not aware in our Learn to Earn lesson library. Again, 100% free. It has about 10 videos in there that tell you exactly what you need to know before investing. Now we did notice there was support at 91,000 and it's still holding that support on the 4-hour, but it is also very bearish as it is still below this 200-day moving average. Now on the 5-minute chart you can see very clear signs of that right here, as it did try to pass above and it got rejected. You can also see that right here this morning where it got rejected. Now this was a key level of interest for us and many of our LTE members, as if this would have broke above this key level, then Mara would have actually pushed up even higher than it did this morning. Now, by understanding previous levels of Bitcoin and where this company traded yesterday, and yes, I traded it yesterday, had a very small piece of action, but ultimately creating a 15% profit or $4 per share in a single day. We thought that this may be the case again, as history does tend to repeat itself. Boy, were we just a little wrong, as it pushed from 24.64 to 26.82, resulting in about an 8% profit or $2 per share. Now, I did take advantage of this opportunity, as it did open on the green, or it did open slightly red, but I was able to buy that low. As you can see, I still have one share left at 25.19. Pushed up to highs of 26.36 is when I sold it, and sold it at 26.69, and the highs are at 26.82, so sold right at those high levels, which was just a great trade. Very nice, very textbook, making sure I maintain my patience, as this had some slight pullbacks here, testing that moving average. And as soon as I noticed that it was starting to curl over, had one big red candle, I sold half of my position. And then as it did not find that support here at 26.30 like it did previously, I ended up selling my position at 26.36. So all in all, it was a great trade. Made 5% profit, guys. And to put that into perspective, 5% profit on $100,000 would be $5,000. So even though I only traded with $500 today and resulted in $27, imagine trading with 5,000. That'd be $250, right? 100,000, $2,500. So what we trade with today is not what we're going to trade with in the future. It's all about understanding these key levels of support and resistance, and understanding when to take your profits and when to cut losses. I could have held all the way down to 25.54 and only made 1%. Instead, I was patient. I locked in profits early. I was able to lock in over 5% profit on the day. Now, moving forward, does that mean Bitcoin is going to continue to sell off? Doesn't necessarily mean it has to, especially holding the support at 90,000, 91,000, a very strong support level, a lot of consolidation. So I could see this consolidating a little more, maybe pushing back up to those highs of 90, maybe 95-ish, where that 200-day moving average is. But for right now, We locked in profits, and that's all that we wanted. We didn't want to stay in it too long, as we weren't sure if it was going to sell off more. And that's okay. When markets are selling off, it's cool to get into these quick little positions in and out to where we can benefit and lock in profits. Also, I want to remind you that just because I trade these companies does not mean that you need to trade these companies. The whole point of the live streams for our Learn to Earn team is to educate and share my best practices with them, so that way they or you can find your best practices to then be able to go out and find, certain trades and certain setups that maybe I don't see, or maybe that you find value in. And that's the whole point here, is to make sure that you are understanding the material that I'm laying out, and that you are able to actually use it in your research and your trading journey later on in life. BTCT, we're talking about all Bitcoin going down. Well, this one's looking really good at $3.10 to $3.60. Hood, on the other hand, following Bitcoin very nicely from 36.50 up to 37.80, and now selling off to that moving average around $37. This can very easily pop back up to 38, making about $1 per share. When Bitcoin does find its area of resistance here, if it finds that it is bearish, it'll get rejected again and it'll sell off. Or if it is bullish and it actually is able to cross over this line, then it'll be bullish. It'll be very bullish. So bearish. If this will sell off, it'll remain bearish. And honestly, it could trade within this channel very easily. It could just kind of bounce. Let's see here. Actually, that's probably not a bad line to use. We'll just do something like that. Wait, what the heck? Did it not work? Oh, I see. Okay, so there's a parallel line, right? It's going down on the 200-day moving average. On the 5-minute, it has a little ways to get to it, right? But if it does bounce, this is what I was trying to showcase to you. It could either consolidate like this and just kind of stay here and then sell off more, or it could actually pop up, right? And that's what we're all waiting to see what's going to happen. Or is this going to just kind of shoot up since right now, right? So only time will tell. I'm excited to keep you guys up to date with this. I do keep you up to date in my trade ideas on the Discord. If you guys want to check that out, definitely do so. It is the second link in the description below. And that'll give you access to our Discord, where we have tons of resources and information that you can use to your advantage. Again, 100% free. We have a ton of different traders coming in every day. Tons of traders coming in. This is where I put my trade ideas. This is talking about Mara, that initial push this morning that we had, the sell-off, retesting EMA and VWAP levels, morning live trading sessions. There it is for today, as well as past days. As far as, you can go back all the way to like the beginning of January or February of this year. I have so many available for you to learn from, as well as our main chat room, where we have tons of people talking all the time. Profits chat, where you can share your profits and look at other people's profits. Off-topic chats, as well as chart patterns that are easy to understand and use, as well as weekly economic calendar reports. Every single week I give you our weekly economic and most anticipated earnings releases, and even stock earnings reports. We also have a daily bot that checks our daily bot stock watch list. So if you want to get all that information 100% free, all you have to do is pay the small price of smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys. I appreciate your time. Like always, let's remember to end the year on a green note, and we will see you all in tomorrow morning's live day trading session. Hope to see you all there.